Hi everyone, I am Rose Asi, BSHM 2D5. Now, let's talk about volleyball. On this video, I discuss the history, rules and regulations, court dimensions and equipment, officiating and game of the volleyball. But before we proceed to our discussion, first, what is volleyball? Volleyball is a team sport in which two teams of 6 players are separated. Each team tries to score points by grounding a ball on the other team's court under organized rule. It has been part of the official program of the Summer Olympic Games since Tokyo in 1964. History of volleyball. In 1895, volleyball was invented by William George Morgan. He is the director of Young Men's Christian Association or YMCA in Holyoke, Massachusetts. It was designed as an indoor sport for businessmen who found the new game of basketball too vigorous. William G. Morgan was the inventor of volleyball that originally he called this mintonet. Mintonet, a name derived from the game of badminton, which he later agreed to change the better that reflect the nature of the sport. In the rules and regulation of volleyball, I just provided a short video to make you better understand.
To play, 2 teams of 6 players rally the ball to each other over the net between the rods. The ball can touch the net during its passage. The teams play 3 sets against one another, up to 25 points. In the case of a 5th set, it is played up to 15 points. A winning team needs at least 2 clear points to win a set. A team scores a point in 2 instances: when the ball hits the ground on the opponent's side of the court, or when a team is unable to return the ball or commits a foul. To learn more, watch our video on the basic fouls. Each game begins with a serve hit with the hand. The team which receives the ball is entitled to 3 touches with the ball before sending it back. All parts of the body can be used. A single player does not have the right to touch the ball twice in a row. If the team which served wins the point, they keep the same server. If the receiving team wins the point, it wins the serve, and its players rotate clockwise.
So, court dimensions. Volleyball is played on a rectangular field of 18 by 9 meter, surrounded by an unobstructed area. It is divided in 2 by a net and has a front zone of 3 meter width on each side of the net. The height of the net is 2.4 meter for male and 2.2 meter for females. 2 antennas are attached to the net above the sidelines. The rods pass 80 cm vertically up from the sidelines and mark the boundaries for where the ball can be played. Volleyball equipment. First is net. The net is 1 meter and 9.5 meters long when stretched. The net is attached to upright standards that are 1 meter outside the court. The standards may be padded to a maximum height of 5.5 feet. Front and sides of the referee's platform must be padded same as the standards. Second is net antennas. Antennas are attached to the net inline with the outside edge of the sideline. Antennas extends upward at least 2.5 feet but no more than 3.5 feet above the net. Antennas should be fastened securely to the bottom and top of the net. The antennas should be made of unbreakable material. Third is referee stand. The volleyball game rules require the referee stand to be a stable platform that elevates the referee's head to about 2 or 3 feet above the top of the net, and the platform should be 18 inches and 12 inches wide. Then, ball. The volleyball must be spherical with a laceless, molded cover of 12 or more pieces of genuine or simulated smooth leather. The ball is about 25 to 27 inches in circumference. The ball should weigh about 9 to 10 ounces and be inflated to 4.3 to 4.6 pounds. And last is score sheets. In competitive volleyball game rules required a score sheet to be used to keep score. A score sheet also provides space for lineups, individual scoring, team scoring, and timeouts. There is a component section for recording, warnings, penalties, unsporting conduct, and any other unusual events. Officiating a volleyball game. In a volleyball game, the duties and functions of officials should be defined because it is important to each player to know the limits of the authority and his relationship to others. The officials composed of the first referee, second referee, scorer, and linesman. First referee is located at one end of the net. He carries out his functions seated or standing on a referee's hand. The first referee directs the match from the start until the end. He has the authority or she has the authority to over all officials and the members of the team. During the match, his decisions are final. To sanction misconduct, to decide upon the faults, she has the power to decide any matter involving the game, including those not provided for in rules. The second referee, he is the assistant of the first referee but also his own range of jurisdiction. He controls the work of the scorer. He checks that the actual position of the players on the court corresponding to those on the lineup sheets. Then, during the match, the second referee decides whistles and signals. Third is scorer. Scorer is the person who keeps the score sheets according to the rules that corresponding with the second referee. Also register the data of the match and teams according to procedure in force and obtains the signatures of the captains and the coaches. He also records the starting lineup of each team from lineup sheets. He also records the points scored and ensures that the scoreboard indicates the right score, controls the serving orders to each team, records the timeouts and player substitutions, notify the references of a request for interruptions that is out of order, announces to the referees the ends of each set, record the sanction, warnings, penalties, and record the final results. He will signing the score sheets. He writes or permit the team captions to write on the score sheet a statement on the incident protested. Linesmen, they signal the ball in and out whenever the ball lands their lines. They signal the touches of out ball by the team receiving the ball. They signal when the ball crosses the net outside the crossing space touching the antenna. The linesmen in charge of the end lines signal the foot faults of the server. At the first referee's request that a linesman must repeat his signal. So, that's all. Thank you for watching and listening.